Colorful spawning as the, well, colors wrong. There we go. Colorful spawning as the red night elf over here on the bottom left hand side of the map. Spawned as the blue orc over here on the night elf versus a 1v1 matchup. Waiting to see, yes, there's gonna be a mix. And well, wondering what type of heroes we will be looking at. Blade has been popular once again. Farseer, Torn Chieftain, very popular. Almost sometimes track of whether or not with Chieftain for those shockwaves, Druids of the Talon becomes a bit powerful at even after they were adjusted months and months ago. It feels like it's fallen back into favor. Let's go ahead and come back down here. Keeper of the Grove versus a Blade Master in this 1v1 matchup. Ancient of War will be training up an archer and then uprooting itself, absorbing a bit of damage, and this game will be getting underway. So far, well, I want to say thank you to all of the viewers out there, wherever you are, however you may be listening or watching. Really appreciate all the support that you guys have given me over these past 10 years, whenever you may have found me. Still enjoying all of the Warcraft 3 action after all this time, as well, Colorful now pulling back with the Wisp, and well, just doing a little bit of damage here. Peon gonna be doing in a little bit of scouting. Now, so far I don't see anything too out of the ordinary which would indicate what type of gameplay or strategy or anything unorthodox so far. Blade Master going to be going straight after that Ogre Warrior. May try and just take down the Ogre Warrior and then back away, thereby just grabbing the item. And, well, I was watching Crota casting like 7 years ago. Crota feels like a cousin. Well, thank you, Williams. Yeah, it feels like I've been casting for quite a bit of time. StarCraft 2, back when I had a lot of views and was considering to see if I could actually do this full time, and then, well, it just pretty much went all downhill from there. Not quite sure how to cast replays full time or what that even really looks like. Blade Master now going after the Forest Troll High Priest, going to clear out this 5-3-3 or 5-4-3 creep camp pretty easily, picking up a Tome of Strength. Also has a Circuit of Nobility, and now going after this Ogre Magi. Are pretty interested to see how this Blade Master and this Grunt is able to clear out such a difficult level creep camp so fast. And are we going to see who's going to get the last hit? Oh, last hit goes to the Keeper of the Grove. Blade Master doesn't get the experience, gets the item though, Wand of Illusion, but a beautiful last hit steal by the Keeper of the Grove just by walking over away. I knew Crota before he had a kid. Really? 7 years ago. My oldest daughter is turning 11. If you've been watching me since 2010, or 2009 is when I first started. If you've been watching me since 2009, then yeah, you've been watching me before I had a kid. Blade Master looking to finish off the remainder of this creep camp here. Keeper of the Grove, while also doing some, well, creeping as well as the Blade Master illusion is just wandering around. 2009 sounds right? Yeah, alright. I remember back in 2009, like, I wonder if I'll ever get like 100 views on my YouTube videos. Now I wonder, I'm like, will I be able to get back to 10,000 views? If I got 10,000 views per video, that would be absolutely great. Anyways, even 1,000 views? No, I need a little bit more than 1,000 views. I don't know. Just doing the math, trying to sell myself just seems a bit weird. But all right, Grunt's now going to go ahead and continue to pull back here. There goes an Entangle onto a Grunt. Grunt taking a large amount of damage. Going to end up getting taken down with no problem. Colorful is really taking an early lead in this matchup as the Blade Master is still at level 1, as the Keeper of the Grove has taken, well, a bit of experience and also able to stop a handful of grunts so far in this engagement. We are teching the tier 2 where there is a sudden power spike in dealing with the Night Elf army, as Shamans with Purge able to shut down not only Entangle but also those grunts there. And what was the reveal? How did they find that opponent, as that Blade Master now looking to back up again? Crota actually look a lot like my cousin. Maybe that explains the connection. I'm pretty sure if I was your cousin, you would know it. My cousin, back when I was casting StarCraft 2, and he saw one of my casts and was just like, "Wait, that sounds like my cousin," and gave me a call. I'm like, "Hey, are you casting StarCraft 2?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Crota." He was like, "Oh, that's awesome, man." Yeah. 10, 11, 12 years ago. That's such a, wow, that seems like so long, so long. Back when I was still in my 20s. Anyways, let's go ahead and come back across here. Force Troll, High Priest gonna get cleared up. Blade Master wants to steal. Blade Master, however, is revealed with Dust of Appearance, taking a little bit of damage, but able to back away. Blade Master is still sitting at level 1. Shadow Hunter, however, opening up with Serpent Wards over a Hex or Healing Wave, and the Serpent Wards are going to be able to do a little bit of poke damage against these Huntresses. They're not very threatening now, but we know how powerful they can become later as they get into 50 piercing damage pretty quickly. 30s are the new 20s anyways. Okay, that's great and all. I'm turning 40. Rock Golem coming back across here. Colorful Huntresses, Archers, all coming back across. Meanwhile, on the bottom side of the map, a Blade Master looking to, well, take down the Wisp. Is going to be able to take it down. No, unable to squeeze into that location there at all. Asian genetics fooling. Nah. I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, I'm getting old. I'm getting old. All right, there's this great game of WarCraft 3 right in front of me, and so far it feels like Colorful has a good hold on the situation, sitting on level 3, level 2 heroes. Blade Master still sitting at level 1, and the Keeper of the Grove is just trying to steal experience away from his opponent. Shamans are out on the field now, so entangling grunts doesn't really work any longer. And now Colorful has to figure out what strategy he wants to do and to try and punish, or at least execute damage on to Soin. You look like 25, Crota. No. I do not look 25. Thanks for the kind words. I definitely don't look 25. Anyways, Huntress is now rounding around the corner here. Right, yeah. If Asian genetics holds true for everyone, then Asians just, Asians just look younger, right? So, if that's true for all Asians, then you're like, well, you just account for that, and you're like, oh. When I was 25, someone thought I was 14 or maybe 16, something like that. Like, I went to a family friend's middle school graduation, and I'm 10 years older than him. So I was 24, and apparently one of his friends was like, "Hey, who's that guy over there?" And my friend's like, "Dude, he's 24." Anyways, a Blade Master gonna go ahead and clear up that Null Assassin. Meanwhile, Alchemist, Keeper of the Grove, gonna clear out the Ogre Lord creep camp. Huntress off over here. Gust of Appearance, making sure that Blade Master nowhere nearby. A couple more Huntress or a couple more Shockwaves going through, and Colorful trying to get to level 3 on both of his heroes, as the Keeper of the Grove should be able to get to level 4. Level 4, and the Alchemist can get to level 3. That should be a big deal with Acid Vomit or Healing Spray getting up to level 2. Getting the Trance up to level 2, not that big of a deal though, as we see level 2 Healing Spray quickly trying to recover right here. Now, Soin is making up some of the difference, getting up to level 2 and on both of his heroes. Shadow Hunter should be able to get to level 3, clearing out this Fountain of Health. and this Red Drake normally very difficult to take out, as the Huntress or the Shamans are purposely trying to back away. All right, a lot of damage getting added in across here. Shaman's trying to poke damage onto that Red Drake. Blademaster does not have any orb of lightning to actually attack air, as we're looking at the, well, a little bit of damage trying to add up more and more. All right, finally, Red Drake going to get taken down. There's level 3 on the Shadow Hunter. Boots of Quoth the Lost. Blademaster going to be coming back over and now getting +8 damage between that Tome of Agility and that Boots of Quoth the Lost. Soin was trying to set up... have I ever tried casting when Reforged Graphics? Yes, I've tried casting it, and you just really don't see what's going on. There's so much detail, right, that everything gets lost. Yeah, things just get lost in the detail, and that becomes the problem. Yeah, colorful heroes are higher, and now with the Priestess of the Moon as that third hero, now also with True Shot Aura and an Orb of Venom, we could be going into also a Keeper of the Grove with Orb of Venom as well. So hit and run tactics generally don't work. I think that's one of the reasons why I like triple Orb of Venom on a Night Elf. It is because hit and run tactics with Raiders doesn't work well, because you're still taking damage over time. Blademaster, well, Priestess of the Moon adding up damage over time, Wisp trying to detonate on that back line, unable to do exactly that though, as grunts are starting to fall. Units are still continuing the chase here. Keeper of the Grove is going to be able to get off an entangle, but a quick purge from those shamans should be able to easily handle that. Let's just stop with the deforged graphics. A year has passed, and 99% agree it is much better. That, yeah, it's. I think most players would agree what's true there. Blademaster going to go ahead and engage, taking down a couple of archers there. Healing spray, trying to heal up those archers. The Blademaster only sitting at level 2, not really dishing out that much damage with only level 1 critical strike and level 1 windwalk. But the Blademaster still has a lot of survivability with the help of the Shadow Hunter. Turning back around, Keeper of the Grove going after some of these units here. Priestess of the Moon, that damage over time, that grunt down to 2 hit points, and one more shot would have finished it off. Poison damage doesn't kill it at all, though, as the units are now still trying to retreat away. Grunt now back up to 220 hit points. Is it going to be able to get away? Well, perhaps saw that it is still right there. Going to end up getting taken down pretty easily. Wait. There we go. All right. Grunt healing over there at the Fountain of Health. We do have a great haul by Soin here at the natural expansion location. The Red Drake, this grunt is going to go ahead and heal up. So Soin doing a good job continuing to heal, and he does have an expansion, but that looks like it is not long for this world. 38 supply army compared to 39. This peon going to go ahead and back away. Blademaster healing up, and we are getting up a Tree of Life nearby at this southern expansion too. Tier 1 elf units are so flimsy. Well, Tier 1 units are flimsy, right? Isn't that just part of the game, right? Tier 1 units are flimsy. That was a greedy expo. No, it was he really didn't commit very much, and it did buy Soin a little bit of time to try and engage here. So with Soin's Blademaster now sitting at level 3, Shadow Hunter sitting at level 3. We are getting in level 2 Healing Wave over level 2 Serpent Ward, so the Healing Wave is going to be able to bounce around, heal up quite a bit, as we are looking at Lightning Shield trying to deal damage to that back line as well. Healing Spray also being used again. Archers just not falling here, as the Priestess of the Moon could take a lot of damage. Are we going to see a Shadow Meld Purge and Windwalk taking down that Priestess of the Moon at level 1? Keeper of the Grove does not have a Staff of Preservation. Alchemist had it, but perhaps it was on cooldown. Units are starting to fall left and right, and it looks as though Lightning Shield isn't going to take down any of those units. Alchemist has to be careful. He's dealing damage. Staff of Preservation moves the Alchemist away. Beautiful micro coming in from Colorful to assess the situation. Defended Footmen or Grunts not flimsy. No, footmen are pretty flimsy. Grunts with Berserker strength and all of those upgrades, yeah, they are not flimsy. It's normally by the time you get into the late game, you see Grunts. Grunts have Berserker strength. They have the additional hit points, and that's another reason why they're not flimsy. Right? That's kind of like saying tier 1 archers are completely useless unless you get their bow upgrades and their damage upgrade. Then they're useful. All right. Keeper of the Grove now making its way back over here. Serpent Wards are sitting now at level 2. That damage is going to be significantly higher. Acid Bomb going down. Kodo Beast, while trying to finish digesting this meal. Fighting out of Fountain of Health against a Grunt player against an Orc player is always a little bit dangerous, since the higher health for the Orc units means faster regeneration. Meanwhile, Shadowhunter looking to finish off this Red Drake instead of actually engaging against any of those units here. Grunt gets an ensnare. Keeper of the Grove, now Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, going to be able to stay alive a little while longer as the Blademaster going to go to town. Lightning Shield onto that Blademaster. Perhaps going to finish off a couple of those archers. Red Drake, however, is still being pulled off to the side here, trying to get some damage onto that, onto those units as archers are falling left and right. 44 supply compared to 39. Colorful, who had such an amazing lead early on, now starting to fall behind even further as Soin now takes the supply lead. Purge going down onto those grunts. Damage over time plus Acid Bomb can actually kill a unit. One grunt getting taken down. Acid Bomb is going to finish off that grunt. I don't believe so. Down to 38 hit points, but a Keeper of the Grove could easily finish that off right there. All right. Down to 27 hit points. Looks like he is running for the hills. Huntress, however, closing in on that gap and going to, finish off this grunt in about 2 to 3 hits right here. Right, maybe just 2 hits. Oh, trying to run all the way to the back there, down to 13 hit points. Poor grunt. Is he going to be able to heal up? No, he is not. All right. If he had higher armor, perhaps he would have been able to survive that shot of damage. A little bit of random number generation right there, but the Huntress able to get the job done. Down to the south here, Tree of Life has entangled this gold mine. Great Hall being rebuilt off to the side. We're looking at, a couple of easy creep camps getting cleared up here. Shadowhunter really wants to try and get to level 5, and we know how powerful level 5 can be on a Shadowhunter, especially going up against an army that is mainly, tier 1 with a lot of Huntresses. The archers, however, should be able to focus down those Serpent Wards fairly quickly with that range, and that makes me wonder whether or not it makes me wonder whether Soin is going to go for level 3 Serpent Wards or level 3 Healing Wave. Level 3 Healing Wave may become better now that the Huntresses are no longer being massed as much. 50 supply compared to 48. Colorful is hoping and looking to hold on to this expansion advantage over his opponent. Nope, doesn't have that expansion advantage over his opponent. Soin also with an expansion, but with only 11 workers. There's a Goblin Shredder? No, Soin is going to be very low on lumber here with only 11 workers, 11 peons. All right, coming back across here, a couple of purges slowing down or stopping those trends in its tracks. A lot of damage over time. Acid Bomb right there. In comes some damage more. Again, Blademaster. Mirror Image. Are we going to see some Lightning Shields? Yes, we are. Lightning Shields trying to dive on in there. A couple of detonations. Keeper of the Grove going to go ahead and back away. Does have a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability as Soin is trying to put pressure here. Alchemist throwing down another Acid Bomb across multiple units as we are looking at double Orb of Venom. Also doing damage over time tactics here. Colorful, with better items perhaps. Soin with a larger army trying to push. Who's going to come out ahead here? 53 supply compared to 56. Army size advantage still in for Soin as the Blademaster tries to dive on in. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability going after some more units. Another big heal coming back across, but Soin's Potion of Lesser Invulnerability is not the full variety, and it comes to an end already. Keeper of the Grove finds an entangle onto a Raider. Raider, no real chance for a purge as the Shaman were already too far away. All right. Once more damage coming back across here. Kodo Beast, gets finished off right there, getting that Huntress back from his opponent. 57 supply compared to 57 supply. One Red Drake being left behind. Priestess of the Moon is here. That damage over time plus a lot of archer damage should be enough to finish it off. Red Drake getting taken down. Robe of Magi +6, perhaps given to the Alchemist or to that Keeper of the Grove for a little bit more damage. That Keeper of the Grove with +18 damage between True Shot Aura, Orb of Venom, and that Robe of Magi and a Mantle of Intelligence. All right. Where are all of these units going to be trying to go next? Priestess of the Moon with plus 20 damage between Claws of Attack plus 12 and Orb of Venom. The hero damage is significantly higher than what you would normally expect from both of these heroes, which may be one of the reasons why Soin could be misgauging these fights. All right, Lightning Shield, Blademaster trying to dive in here, trying to put in pressure as archers are going to end up falling. Healing Spray, keeping these units alive. Scroll of Healing also being used right there as we are still fighting our way through. Lightning Shield across multiple archers, and that damage is going to just start to line up onto a lot of those archers in the back. The Lightning Shield damage does deal damage over time, and it does actually kill units as the Blademaster trying to push in even further. All right, there goes another archer as well. Grunts in that front line location. Healing Spray, Grunt down to 37 hit points, somehow staying alive. It looks like two very low hit point Grunts, however, going to get sneezed on by trees and get taken out. Healing Wave doesn't save those Grunts in time, but however, the Alchemist is in trouble. Going to be completely surrounded. There's a couple of ensnares. Healing Spray trying to break free, and there's the Staff of Preservation there. Another ensnare perhaps could have stopped that engagement, but it was perhaps on cooldown as Colorful. Number of archers again. All right, deciding to retreat back. Kodo Beast, I believe, was eating a tree right there. Now opting to retreat back there. There goes an acid bomb. A little bit of damage over time. Poor sheep didn't know what hit him. All right. Clarity potions once more by the Shadow Hunter. Priestess of the Moon sitting at level 2. The next power spike for the Night Elf army will be at level 3. Robe of Magi is being dropped. Keeper of the Grove plus 18 damage. Priestess of the Moon plus 20 damage. Thank you for the follow, as more Healing Spray being used across all these units again. It looks like, yes, it is level 3 Healing Spray. Soin did accurately gauge that there is not that many Huntresses any longer. Healing Spray, the better choice there. And normally Healing Wave, the better choice there. Normally, I would think Spirit Walkers with Spirit Link makes Healing Wave better, but the way it feels, Soin has been able to use Scrolls of Healing and Healing Wave very effectively to try and shut down much of the tactics here. Lightning Shield onto those units. Going to go ahead and try and engage here. Let's take a look. Purge taking down all of those trants before they really get up and running, and well, already out of mana. All right. Priestess of the Moon, and now in that frontline location, Blademaster wants to engage, perhaps try and burst it down, having a little bit of difficulty doing exactly that, as the Blademaster now finds the Alchemist instead. Alchemist taking a little bit of damage. Healing Spray onto the Priestess of the Moon and on himself. Lightning Shield trying to burst down. 284 critical strike. More damage getting added in. Blademaster, well, Blademaster trying to finish off the Alchemist. Alchemist using Healing Spray once more. And this is a beautiful execution by Colorful, trying to keep all of these units alive. It feels like the Blademaster only needed to finish off the Alchemist. And it looks like the Alchemist may finally end up getting taken down. But a lot of time was invested there. Priestess of the Moon now sitting at level 3. We should be looking at level 2 True Shot, or getting in more damage across all these units as well. Focusing so much effort to take down the Alchemist, as the Alchemist was able to hang on for a very long time indeed. As the units are now making their way around, 48 supply compared to 52. Alchemists getting resurrected back at the tavern. Well, suffering a little bit of upkeep issues as the main gold mines have already mined out. Yeah, the volley, the damage from those archers. We're talking about a 2 supply unit that is doing upwards of 36 damage per attack. That is incredibly large amounts of damage. Indeed, and at a range of 700. Yes, they do attack they attack at an average attack speed, but because of the way archers work, when they do that volley, and they single focus a unit, there's really no time to heal in that unit, since it's just so much burst damage so quick. Colorful moving the Tree of Eternity to the center portion of the map. This could be a bit of a gambit, as the Moonwells are now already all dry. Staff of Preservation won't take them to any place they can easily heal. 3-2 upgrades on the Night Elf army compared to 2-1 upgrades, as the Archer is going to try and get away. Keeper of the Grove is already right there. Damage going to get added in. A couple of Purges already going down, and Colorful looks like he has gotten his feet back underneath him, but he is not out of the woods yet. All right, going to continue to engage. Priestess of the Moon does represent a very large amount of damage. Plus 5 damage to every single archer, and a plus 5 damage perhaps on that Keeper of the Grove as well. Lightning Shield now coming back across. Blademaster with Potion of Lesser Invulnerability trying to break its way free well, critical strike of 260 is very large indeed, as we're going to be looking at that damage just hit on through a beautiful mirror image. I don't know if that was purposely timed to stop the archers from attacking it, as the projectile was about, or multiple projectiles were about to hit it. Archers now trying to push their way through. 45 supply compared to 45, as well the Trance are going to make their way over, only to see them get purged once more. Most likely the archers could easily have been focusing down the shaman, and then by focusing down the shaman, it opens up the fact that the archers can then take out, or focusing on the shaman, then the shamans can no longer easily take out the Trance, providing a bit of a front line. Kodo Beast looking to back up once more. Raider also looking to, well, head back. Shadow Hunter gonna staff a teleportation back home, as we're gonna get an entangle onto the Kodo Beast. Shaman gonna turn back around, try and get a purge off, but that may be too little, too late, as that Kodo Beast damage plus the body blocking coming in from Colorful. 53 supply compared to 45. Soin did a great job hanging on, but now that a little bit of additional gold by Colorful in the center expansion location going to Colorful, Soin has a bigger uphill battle to climb. All right, so was it 4? Did I say 400? I meant 200. It was a 200 critical strike, right? Did I say 432 critical strike? It was a 420?
A player's forces are under attack.
Critical puff. All right, so plus 17. Oh, the archer volleys. Oh yeah. Those archer volleys, crazy indeed. Archers getting ready together. Gonna go ahead and engage. Blademaster with Lightning Shield. Gonna try and go after the hero. Anything down. Trance are now making their way over. Keeper of the Grove does have a potion of lesser invulnerability. Quickly uses it, but finds himself in a bit of trouble trying to escape out a different way. No, he actually opened up an escape path for Soin through the back of that shop here. 66 supply compared to 44. Colorful now with the economic advantage should be able to sail into the end game here with absolutely no problems whatsoever. Healing wave, healing back up all of those units. Blademaster sitting at level 5, very close to level 6, as the shamans are starting to end up getting taken out. All right, just another volley onto a Kodo Beast. Oh, look at that Kodo Beast. Just a couple of volleys from those arrows, and well, because of the unarmored armor type taking so much damage so quickly, as the archers are able to just keep track of this right here. Huntress trying to get in front, and well, there's a bit of body blocking. Soin losing that Kodo Beast once more. Level 5, level 5, level 3. Units are now chasing back off to the north once again. Shadow Hunter, well, Shadow Hunter looking to heal up. We do not have Bladestorm as of yet. It was only level 1 Windwalk. Mirror image being used there. Healing wave going back around. Blademaster trying to back up, as we're getting some damage onto Soin's main base. All right, taking down the Voodoo Lounge, removing the option for Clarity Potions is incredibly important. However, there is, well, Fountains of Health for options to try and heal. All right, this 5th base here, this concealed heal, King of the Hill, so important, as we're looking at the archers trying to run on through. Keeper of the Grove is in trouble. A long hex right there. Critical strike, 236. Is going to be able to scroll up Town Portal in time. No, it is not. Blademaster gets the level 6, taking down the level 5 Keeper of the Grove. Priestess of the Moon gets the level 4, but that is not much of a win at all, as the Keeper of the Grove, thank you for the follow, Keeper of the Grove, forced to get resurrected over there at the tavern. And, well, funneling all of that gold. Staff of Preservation doesn't take you home, and that would have been absolutely sad if the Blademaster was nearby this colorful Tree of Eternity, waiting for that to just burst down that Keeper of the Grove again. 37 supply compared to 70. Shadow Hunter sitting at level 6. It has been a retrain to Hex, and that was the sudden change. Why? It was just simply unexpected. All right, a lot of damage right there. Purge going straight after that Priestess of the Moon. Priestess of the Moon could get hexed here. Bladestorm coming back across. There's that damage adding up across all of those units. Priestess of the Moon, doesn't matter. It takes the damage anyways, as Soin's Blademaster gets healed back up. 59 supply compared to 39. Bladestorm slicing and dicing its way through 3 archers, and the Priestess of the Moon removing the damage bonus for much of that army. All right, very, very, a very big turnaround right there. 44 supply compared to 59. Soin is not out of the woods yet. Colorful, perhaps wondering how this is starting to get away from him. And well, it's going to take a little bit of time before we are back ready to go with a bit more experience, or well, a bit more mana. All right. Oh, all right. My youngest is right behind me. Okay. All right. Here we are. Getting
forces are under attack.
All right, getting underway. We are looking at one gold mine currently up and running for Soin. Meanwhile, down across over here, we are looking at, well, only 5,000 gold left here, and somehow Colorful is able to hold on to this center expansion without any real natural protection. Thank you for the follow. Coming back across here, archers are going to go ahead and heal back up here. Priestess of the Moon, is it getting yeah, Priestess of the Moon already, no, not resurrected yet. Where is it? As the main expansion of Colorful, or the center location, now going to be in a bit of trouble. What is going to go down here? Raiders are going to attempt to take it down. That Tree of Eternity taking a lot of damage. A couple of ensnares onto the Wisp. Units are now trying to retreat back. Are we going to see a healing wave? Yes, we are. Blademaster still needs another minute, more than a minute, for that Bladestorm to come back into play. Archers do have that bonus damage from that Priestess of the Moon once again, as we see a quick entangle, only to see it quickly be purged away. There goes another Raider. Raiders or Huntresses are now trying to chase after more units again. Are they going to be able to find anything here? No slow poison. And this is one of the reasons why you want Dryads, to make it difficult for those hit and run tactics. All right, a little bit of bounce damage going down. No, don't tap the microphone, Iris. Huntress is now getting a little bit of bounce damage across the stronghold here. It's bouncing across all of these units. Perhaps Soin in the back. Is there a Voodoo Lounge? Yes, there is. Acid Bomb finding its way onto that back line, getting in a little bit of damage as well, as the main stronghold is going to get taken down, followed by an Orc Burrow as well. All right, a little bit of bonus experience coming across over here. The Tree Ants are taking down Soin's peons off on the other side, and Colorful bringing the battle to Soin's main base. But Soin does have Bladestorm ready in about 20 seconds, which could be what we need. Keeper of the Grove has access to Tranquility as well, and what we know how powerful Tranquility is. As long as there's not a bunch of Raiders there. Archers now getting in a couple of Lightning Shield, trying to back up into a corner. Now no room for Soin to run. And here we are, Blademaster waiting for that Bladestorm. And here we should be going. No, Scroll of Town Portal exiting from the battle. I think he was trying to bait the Bladestorm, but didn't get the Bladestorm. Blademaster able to stay alive, as we are Scroll of Town Portaling to the Tree of Eternity. And the, well, Keeper of the Grove quickly healing everything back up. Oh, I was waiting for that Bladestorm. I was so waiting for that Bladestorm as well. But no Bladestorm there. Scroll of Town Portal was used to try and exit that situation. And meanwhile, Soin, thank you for the follow, and Ninu. Soin going to go ahead and heal back up at the Fountain of Health here. All right, we are looking at an 80 supply army going up against Soin's 40 supply army. You would normally assume that Colorful has this game in the bag. He is up on bases. He has 3 heroes. He has twice the size of his opponent's army, but that Blademaster damage and that burst is just so strong, and the sustainability with the Shadow Hunter with double potions of mana. Blademaster with plus 22 damage here. Are we going to try and do an engagement? If Colorful tries to fight Soin when Colorful has, or Soin has a Fountain of Health, things could go from bad to worse very quickly. A bit of focus fire damage. Archers trying to find their way through. Alchemist quickly getting ensnared. There's that Blademaster. There's that Bladestorm, and that's going to be 7 dead archers right there. Tranquility, too little, too late. There's a quick Hex there. 33 supply compared to 64, as the Alchemist could get taken down. All right, Huntress is still there. Alchemist is going to be in a little bit of trouble. Is it going to get taken down? Alchemist staying alive at 160 hit points, trying to back its way, trying to find its way through. It finally gets taken down to a 248 critical strike. Blademaster, using a potion of lesser invulnerability, will be able to stay alive. Shadow Hunter gets a healing wave off, but it doesn't find the Blademaster, and Soin gives the final GG there. A close, well, I don't know, much closer than it needed to be. Colorful was winning on all 3 fronts, and that last battle was still incredibly close. Great game going back and forth. But yeah, a little bit of a marathon, but wow, what a great game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.